And we are, of course, out here flying the Pteranodon. This is going to be a guide how to tame, catch, and fly the Pteranodon in Ark Survival Evolved. Welcome! I'm FLY42, and I will go through the steps of how to tame and how to fly the Pteranodon. If you know how to tame, you probably know most of it anyway, but I'm going to go through it step by step from the beginning. And of course, there are some preparations we have to make. Firstly, make sure you unlock the Bola engram. It's level 9 and only takes 8 engram points. Secondly, a wooden club is good. Level 8, 4 engram points. Third, getting the narcotics help. And of course, to have these, you need to have the mortar and pestle as well. To be more efficient, if you're level 21, make sure you get the tranq arrow, which is 8 engram points. Of course, you need the bow and arrow as well. Finally, make sure you unlock the Pteranodon saddle. It is fairly high level at 38 and requires 15 engram points. The club you can craft just in your inventory. Same with the Bola, just craft one. And to keep them unconscious easier and longer, just craft the narcotics. If you just have the narcoberries, that works as well, but narcotics are more efficient. You craft them with some narcoberries and some spoiled meat. Pretty straightforward. And of course, you need a bunch of meat. Make sure you have meat. You can have any type of meat in general. The higher quality, of course, makes the taming faster and easier. But raw meat works just fine. Now, Pteranodons are fairly common pretty much everywhere, and once they land, they're pretty easy. Just wind up the Bola with left click, aim at them, and well, now I missed. So you can have several, which might be easier, and let's see if I get that one, and it's hit. Once you've caught them up, go up and just whack them until they fall unconscious, which can be a bit challenging, but it works. Just be careful not to kill it. A simple way is probably simply use the tranq arrows and see here, shoot them in the head. Once or twice should probably be just enough. Oh, see, he's all unconscious. That's probably the easiest way of doing it. Once he's down, walk up to him. Of course, you see the unconscious bar, the purple one, and it's slowly waking up, but you have to put food in there. So let's go up to him, hit F to go inside his inventory, and we put in the food. And this is also where we put in the narcotics or the narcoberries, and make sure they have both. As you see the unconsciousness drop, the torpor, you basically go up to them and right-click, consume. That force feeds them, and you'll see it's gonna go up slowly. And if you're in the character sheet as well, you'll see this one keeps going up. Each one brings it up by about 40. And there you saw, he lifted his head and he started eating. You'll look at the inventory, you'll see there's one less meat, and taming went up to 13.4%. So when this one goes up, the unconsciousness will go down, so you have to keep watch on it. Of course, if there's any other dinos, especially aggressive dinos around, make sure you take care of them as well. But other than that, just sit tight and wait. This will, of course, work on both single player and multiplayer. You do have to take into account the taming speed multiplier. So faster taming, of course, means this is a lot shorter. Otherwise, you might have to wait a while. As you can see from the turbidity, if I just use the narcoberries, that'll work. It just will not go up as much or as fast. And while we're waiting, so we don't waste the daylight, let's just make this saddle. Go to your crafting, hit the saddle, select it, and of course it takes a fair bit of chitin, fiber, and hide. So just make sure you craft one. And there we go. If you have access to kibble, this is a lot faster to do. So we're going to call him the Quickie. And there we go. And doesn't he just look so beautiful? So the usual commands work, T, and he'll be following. Hit Y, and he should stop following, and hopefully will land. Come on, land. Once he's down, walk up to him, enter his inventory, and put on his saddle. Right, so now we have our Pteranodon. Yay! Hit E to ride, and he'll take into the air, and you just hold forward, and he will fly around. And I believe if you hit shift, he'll then flap his wing and faster, and he'll literally be sprinting. Have a look at his stamina though, because once stamina reaches 0, he will auto land or go down to recover. Hit space again to land. You can of course walk around like normal as well, like most dinosaurs. It's just a little bit slow and awkward. One thing to keep in mind is that they are fairly weak. So if you're too heavy, you got a lot of things, then he can't be carrying you very well. So make sure you drop a lot of things that you have, because once this is full, he's not going to be moving whatsoever. It's just going to be hovering in the air. So let's take him for a bit of a spin here. He's going to fly exactly where you are. If you want to do something like hover in midair, you can just stop hitting forward or hit X, and he will slowly be just hovering. As you're flying, if you want to do a barrel roll, hit C, and he'll be doing a nice barrel roll. Of course, you also have the left click to attack. And I believe you can also pick up people. I think he's going to be landing now. I think I hit space. Oh no. But we'll be exploring all the commands for the pteranodons another time. Hope you enjoy and go fly around. Just be careful as you fly around that he doesn't lose his stamina when you're in a bad place, such as the water. That could be pretty bad. Even if you're flying high, hit space and he will circle down and just land and recover his stamina, which is fairly fast. Hopefully you enjoyed this short little guide. Make sure you subscribe and I'll catch you next time.
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the vetted community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.